Thank you for joining me on this week's Cooking Sundays featuring stuffed peppers. I got this recipe from Pinterest. First, we're going to start off by making quinoa. I make it just like I make rice. So 2 cups of water, 1 cup of rice, pop it in the rice cooker. I'm just going to get some fresh cilantro from my garden and pop it in there. I totally forgot to add some spices. So here I am adding paprika and cumin to the quinoa. Next, we're going to chop up some peppers. So I got green and red peppers. To be honest, I wish I would have picked a little bit bigger red peppers or just totally gone with green peppers. Usually you can scoop this out, but I am just a savage and I just rip it to shreds. So I'm not going to take time neatly cleaning out the seeds. I'm just going to rip it out. So here I am doing so. And so once everything is scooped out, you are going to put this in a pan. And so here I am nicely, neatly trying to put it in this beautiful pan. And then I realized that it was actually way too small. So I had to get a bigger pan. So here I am trying to fit them in, realizing it ain't gonna work. So here we go. I organize them neatly. Sorry if you have OCD and that bothers you. But anyway, now we're gonna chop up some onions. Set your oven to 375. That was preheating. And then we're going to chop up some onions and garlic. So the recipe that I saw online did not call for this, but I just felt like it was a little lackluster. So I decided to just add this myself. Why there's 2 different types of onions, I don't know. It was just what I was feeling at the time. So I'm going to dab some olive oil in here. We're going to go ahead and saute those onions and saute the garlic. And I do end up adding a little bit of salt and pepper, which you'll see in a moment. And quinoa was done, so I'm just gonna pop it out and let it cool for a second. And now we're going to open our can of corn and our can of black beans. All right, so now that we're opening the can of corn and can of black beans, I'm gonna add the corn to the sauteed garlic and onions, and then we will add the salt and pepper. And I think I give a little bit of dab of paprika and garlic powder here because it just felt like it needed it. That was salt, this is pepper, but yeah, it just felt like the recipe online, it was just gonna need a little bit more flavor, so I decided to add that. Now I'm just adding the black beans into the mix. So here we go, swivel that around, and there's the paprika and cumin that I was talking about, and oh, here comes the garlic powder. Okay, so now I'm adding my quinoa back into the mix. I don't think I realized, if you can see my face in this expression, that was a lot of quinoa. It actually didn't need this much, so it's a lot. I mixed it up as well as I could, but it was way more than what I needed. So just a word of caution, you don't need to make a whole cup of quinoa in order to make this recipe, but that's the only ratio I know for the rice cooker, so that's what happened. But anyway, now you're gonna stuff your peppers. I'm gonna put the extra in that bowl that you just saw, and now we're gonna add some cheese. I think mozzarella was what the actual recipe from Pinterest was, but I'm just gonna add this Mexican style cheese because this is the only kind that I had, so we're gonna roll with it. And now I'm gonna pop it in the oven for 30 minutes. Let that cook. Now it's done. Now the verdict. So here's what happened. I don't know why. I guess I didn't mix it very well. When I tasted the peppers, I was a little bit sad because it didn't have flavor. But for some reason, the mixture that I put in that bowl tasted so freaking amazing. I think I just didn't mix it well enough. So the stuff that actually went into the peppers wasn't as good as the stuff that was on the side. So anyway, thank you for watching. It was amazing. Let me know if you try it. Bye.